Hi, I'm Sarah Shepard, and in front of me is what looks like a bunch of trash, but actually you're going to find out in this Green Tips episode that most of this can be recycled. And with me today is Debbie Jackson from our Bureau of Waste Reduction and Recycling, and she's going to tell you exactly what you can do with all of this.
Well, thank you, Sarah. It's a pleasure to be here. We're going to go through this and we're going to find out all these types of materials that can be recycled, and it's a great way to reduce the amount of stuff that you would throw in the trash. Everybody has breakfast in the morning. They start off with their cereal and usually end up with a box and a cellophane wrap. Well, what's great now is that most of these recycling programs in the state of New York will take paperboard, so that's great. So this can go right in the recycling bin. And then everybody has these cellophane wrappers left over and they wonder what to do with those. Well, these can be recycled in a recycling program, unfortunately not in your blue bin, but you can take them to a retail store, because a lot of stores in the state of New York have plastic bag collection programs. You can stick it in a plastic bag, add it to all of your other plastic bags, like your carry-out bags. You can even include Ziploc bags. If you tear the zips off the top, you throw that in the trash. That can go in your bag, cellophane wrapper. And all this material can be taken to a retail store for recycling, so that's great. People also do a lot of cooking, and they have a lot of paperboard boxes, and they always wonder what to do with them. Well, the easiest thing to do, I just flatten mine, because I have a lot of recyclables, and I want to make sure they all fit.
So I flatten it, okay.
Flatten it, throw it right in, and then they ask about the cellophane in the front.
Yeah,
whether
you
or not
take that out?
No, that can actually stay right on there and go right in the recycling bin, so that's great.
Frozen food?
Frozen food boxes, right in the recycling bin to be recycled. Milk cartons, even the big cartons, all we tell people to do is to, if it's recycled in your community, and again, you have to check with your local recycling coordinator to find out what's exactly accepted in your community. But if it is, all you do is put a little water in there, shake it up, rinse it out, and off it goes into your recycling bin. Even things like your coffee containers.
This is plastic, okay.
Plastics, and there's usually numbers on the bottom, 1 through 7. If your community takes 1 through 7, that makes it easy. All the plastics can go right in your recycling bin. Even some programs will take caps. So the caps can go right in the recycling bin.
We're doing well here.
Yogurt containers. Yogurt containers, again, if your program takes 1 through 7, yogurt containers can go right in the recycling.
How about yogurt?
Well, this one is what we call a little bit dirty. It's got a little bit too much yogurt in there. So what we suggest is, first of all, either eat all your yogurt because it's good for you, or get a little bit of water, rinse it out, and then the yogurt container can go in there. These, if your community program takes aluminum foil, you can just rinse those off, put them in a ball, and that could go in there. If not, it would go right in the garbage.
Ditto for peanut butter?
Ditto for peanut butter. Clean it out a little bit, put a little water in there,
here?
Off it goes in. Even things that are multi-packaged with paper and plastic on it, all we do is take the paper out. The paper can go in the recycling bin, the plastic can go in the recycling bin. Same with this one. If you do 1 through 7s, off it goes into the recycling bin. Things like egg containers. There's a variety of compositions for egg containers. These are the paper ones, which we like a lot. If your community takes it, it can go in the recycling bin. If your community doesn't take that kind of paper, you can compost it in your compost bin. So that's nice. The same with these types of egg containers. You just take the paper out, throw that one in there, throw the paper in there.
Styrofoam egg container?
Styrofoam egg containers, no.
No?
Styrofoam
Okay.
in the garbage,
In the
most
garbage.
programs. People even ask questions about paper recycling and all the different kinds. We went through the paperboard and all those materials that can go in. Even shredded paper can. But in order to keep it from becoming litter down your street on a windy day, we recommend to people that they put their shredded paper in a paper bag and put that right in their recycling bin. Back to the aluminum foil.
This used aluminum foil.
Used aluminum foil, if it's clean and your community takes aluminum foil, just ball it up and off it goes in your recycling bin. So we're doing really good here.
Yeah, we are.
Junk mail. A lot of junk mail can go in, and people always ask the question about the windows,
yeah.
right? Windows right in your recycling bin, not a problem. Even the junk mail on the inside.
Yeah, how about this with the stickers in it, though? This like metallic style sticker?
That's a very good question, and what we tell people is, you should be using these. I mean, if you get them, try to use them. If not, that little bit is okay. You can put that right into the recycling bin.
Awesome.
Cardboard boxes. Cardboard's a great thing to recycle, and most communities will take it. Some communities will ask you to flatten it to make it easier for them to put in the trucks as they're hauling the stuff away. So you might have to open it up, take out what's ever in here. It's the paper instructions, recycle it. Here's some paper packaging, which is really nice because you're not getting that plastic
That is
styrofoam
good, yeah.
again, because you know the styrofoam
No
goes
peanuts.
in the garbage, right? Peanuts can be reused, but
Oh,
the styrofoam, the hard plastic, hard styrofoam goes in the garbage.
What if it's covered with tape, like it's all taped up in the box?
Well, if it's really covered with tape, that's a lot of contamination,
Okay.
so that could probably go in the garbage.
All
But
right.
if it's just a little bit of tape, you know, that they use to keep
Yeah.
it closed, right in the recycling bin,
Okay.
not a problem. Even things that hold other things. I mean, if you want to, you can even recycle the box that your aluminum foil comes in, or your saran wrap, or your wax paper comes in. All we do is tell people if they're really interested in doing it, just be very careful and pull off the shredder, and that's not really
Right,
that hard to
sharp.
come off, right? Usually just pulls right off.
Okay.
And stick that in the recycling bin, that goes off in the garbage. We have a bottle bill in New York State, so usually we recommend the people take their water bottles and their soda bottles and their
Uh-huh.
beer bottles back to the stores, get their nickel
Okay.
deposits back. But if you're not going to do that, you know,
So better in here than in the
better
trash.
in the recycling bin than in the trash.
Okay.
Same with glass bottles, almost all communities take glass. Aluminum and metal cans, you know, again, rinse them out a little bit. It doesn't take much, just a little bit of water, shake it up, rinse it out, put them right in the recycling bin, and that's good to go.
Okay, down to the snack wrappers.
The snack wrappers. Unfortunately, most of these will have to end up in the
Oh,
garbage.
well.
And,
Oh,
but you can
that's-
buy in
that's
bulk,
good.
get your container,
Oh,
your
that's
snacks in
right.
bigger, and then you don't have so much waste.
Well, look at this. This is almost full. There's hardly anything in that. That's terrific. We've done well.
Recycling is a great way to reduce your waste.
If you want to find out some more about what you can recycle and who to contact if you have questions, there's going to be a link right at the end of this video.